Hi and welcome to the Game Collector. Today I'm at my brother's house.
Yes. Hi.
We went to the Retrospillmessen a couple of weeks ago. It was 2 days convention and we bought some games.
Yes, we did. I kind of went nuts.
Yeah, basically.
Spent all of my holiday money on games.
Yeah, why not?
Most of this is because you bought me an original PlayStation 1, which I'd never had, so I needed some games for it. And I remember some of the games that I played with my friends from my childhood, so I pretty much just bought up those games.
Yeah.
We can start with one here. I don't remember if I actually played this game as a child on the PlayStation. Duke Nukem. This is a terrible PlayStation game.
For sure.
I remember I played it a lot on the PC.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of good memories from Duke Nukem. All the sounds and weapons and tipping the strippers and, and then shooting the stripper afterwards. And there's money flying everywhere. But I had to buy it, but the controls are just terrible.
Yes.
One of my regrets.
Yeah, but it's just a curiosity to have in. I also bought that game. I bought Warcraft 2 Dark Saga. This is a game I actually saw at the Retro Game Convention last year and I regret buying it. It was a bit pricey and this time it was cheaper. I just load the Warcraft games, especially the first 2 ones, and I played this one a lot on the PC back in the days. But I never played this on the PS1, so that's why I bought it. I love strategy games on the PS1, to be able to sit on the couch and just relax and play those.
Yeah, it's actually not too terrible playing strategy games on the PlayStation.
No.
I mean, I used to play a lot of them, like Command and Conquer, StarCraft on the PC, but it actually works quite well.
Yeah, some of those games supports the PS1 mouse actually, so you can actually play with the mouse. I never tried that, but it's possible.
Yeah. Next up, I bought Resident Evil Director's Cut.
Oh, a classic.
Yes. This is a must-have game for if you have the PlayStation. I remember playing this at my girlfriend's house from elementary school. And we just started up the intro with the videos and cinematics, and I was just watching, but she was playing, and she came to the first zombie, and he just turns around to the camera, and it's like... After that I was like, nope, and never played it again, but I've gotten a little bit far. I'm not sure how far I've gotten, but one of the problems is you have to collect like these ink ribbons, so you can save the game. If you run out of ribbons, you have to like keep searching for new ribbons, or you can't save your game. So you have to be a little bit tactical. Like normally in a game like this, you would save the game, then go through a door. But here you have to like, maybe I should go through the door first.
But the ammo is pretty sparse, right? The ammo is pretty sparse.
Yeah.
You need to be conservative on the ammo consumption. I bought a game called War Games, Defcon 1, and I thought this was a bit different. You said one phrase was, "Do you want to play a game?"
Yes.
But this is not like the one you played on the PC back in the days. No. This is a bit different. No. I'm not sure if it's a port or if it's a completely different game, but it plays like Nuclear Strike and Desert Strike. It's pretty okay, I think. It's.
I think on the PC, I think I remember building a base and stuff like that?
Yeah, you have some base building, some elements of base building, but this is like an action plays like Desert Strike and Nuclear Strike, but with some strategy elements. But I haven't been able to play much. It actually supports split screen. I can see that now. So that's pretty neat.
That's nice.
Yes, but again, I love this kind of games, and yeah.
Well, it was fun, but I had trouble like when you have like different units, like a tank or a jeep, and then you start off with a jeep, and you know the jeep dies or something, and then you have to
you switch to another unit,
and you have to travel the new unit.
Basically strategy, but some elements.
Yeah. Next up, more horror games. Resident Evil 2. This I never played at any of my friends' houses, but I remember Space World downtown. Yeah. They had a demo stand for the PlayStation, and they had Resident Evil 2 in it. I never got further than the first screen. Because you start in like a car crash or something with fire, and there's 3 zombies coming at you, and I was trying to shoot them and kill them, and they were just like, and when you die, you know, you see the screen, they like lunge over you and just bite, and then the blood splurge all over the screen. Terrified me.
I haven't played a lot of the Resident Evil games, but
sometimes it's better to run.
Yeah. More strategy games. This is Railroad Tycoon 2. I played this a lot on the PC back in the days. I haven't been able to try this one yet on the PS1. Basically, I buy too many games, and my backlog is crazy.
You can never buy too many games.
Yeah, you can. Last gamer can't buy too many games.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. But again, this is a game if you have if it's a rainy day and environment style with you on the couch playing some strategy games, and this is just awesome. Of course, it's better on the PC, but it's something about playing on the big screen. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good port too. So. Yeah,
it's kind of like a chillaxing game.
Yeah, you relax and have some fun, and
I like games where you don't have to die.
Yeah, but you need some time to play those games. I mean, the family and children and everything. It's not that often. I get 3-4 hours to play games like this, because you need 3-4 hours to actually.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Dig into this kind of games.
I also bought Silent Hill. For the PlayStation 1. I only played this on an emulator before, so that's kind of why I bought it now. And I love the movie Silent Hill.
Yeah,
I've seen that one. I don't think the movie is very true to the games, but at the same time it kind of is. But I really like this game. It's kind of like a darker Alone in the Dark for PC. It's more horror than Resident Evil.
Okay.
And kind of less action, but it is more like with Alone in the Dark. We have to like find a weapon, move stuff around.
Some jump scares too, or?
Yeah, sort of, but at the same time not. It's more like not like a jump scare, but more like a sudden scenario change. Suddenly there's like 10 enemies and you're like, So I had to get that one.
Yeah. I also bought Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Lone Wolf, because I love this kind of games, but I've just been able to play this a couple of times, and it's really hard, so I need to invest more time in it. I love these tactical elements of these FPS games. I just love the Tom Clancy series with Ghost Recon and other games. We tried some levels, and I think it's not the best. It's not the best Rainbow Six game. I have a Rogue Spear on the way from eBay. I think that's a better game. But this is a follow-up to the original Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
So just like a mission pack, basically.
Yeah, it's like kind of like a standalone mission pack.
Yeah.
I played it a bit at your house, and I didn't really like it. I thought there was something off with the graphics. It was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think this
what
was
it
rushed, maybe. But
Yeah.
it was pretty cheap, so no loss.
Next up, I remember playing this on the PC. I was trying to find the first game, but it was impossible to find. Tomb Raider 2. Horrible controls. Oh my god.
Clunky.
Oh yeah, because you have to like move Lara like this, and then you have to like jump up, and if you miss by like a couple of pixels, you fall down, and you have to do the whole thing again. I think you just need to get used to the controls, and it'll become easier. I mean, I don't think it supports the analog stick, so you have to use a D-pad. And it's kind of difficult to run around and turn at the same time, and sometimes you run too fast, and when you stop running, it's not like it just stops at your position. It's kind of like in Super Mario, which it like slides a bit.
Yeah, okay.
But I remember this being an awesome game, so I'm looking forward to getting used to the controls when actually I finish this.
So the next game is Soul Blade, the prequel to Soul Calibur. This is a pretty arcade game. It's a lot of fun. It's plays well. Not a lot of characters, but this is a game you need to time your attacks. You don't need to memorize like 142 button combinations. It was pretty cheap.
It has some really weird like voice announcements.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah. But that's 90s.
Yeah. Next up for my purchase is Fade to Black. I'm a huge fan of Flashback. I play that on the PC. I now bought it on the Switch. And this is the sequel to Flashback. And it plays kind of like, you know, Resident Evil, Tomb Raider, those kind of games.
I never played this game.
You never play this?
I have it in my collection down.
Of course you do. No, it's kind of, it's like puzzle solving.
But third person?
Yeah, third person.
Yeah.
And it's also like scarce on the ammunition, and you have to be like tactical about everything.
We already covered Duke Nukem, so I will skip that. I can take two games because they are more or less connected. Army Man Air Attack and Army Man Land, Sea and Air. You know, when we were younger, we played a lot in the sand with plastic action figures and.
Yeah, I remember that.
So this is kind of like reviving the moments like this on the PS1. You play small army men. It's pretty much this is fun games.
Yeah, I remember. I think I had it for the Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
And I need to rebuy that again.
So this is just nice games to have some fun.
Are they strategy games?
I have one of those on PS2, which is called Army Man RTS. Those are like this plays like Desert Strike. Yeah,
right.
plays like Nuclear Strike, Soviet Strike, Desert Strike. Those kind of games.
I'm also going to bring up two games. Gran Turismo 1 and 2. Terrible games. They didn't get past the first tutorial.
They're not terrible games. We're not used to driving games like this because this is the real driving simulator. But if you dig into those games, you'll get a lot of fun out of them. It's like the RPG of driving games.
Yeah, I was kind of overwhelmed with all the options that you
You're
had.
not used to that because you used to like more arcade driving games maybe.
Yeah, I love like San Francisco Rush for the Nintendo 64.
But I remember taking the memory card to my friend's house and showing him the cars and vice versa. He showed me his cars and we tuned the cars, and it's a lot of different cars you can buy and tune. So we had a lot of fun back in the days with these games. Trying to get the best racing time on the different tracks. And, yeah. So that's lots of fun, even if the graphics are not that compared to the newest Gran Turismo games. But you know, it's the memories.
Yeah, they weren't that bad.
No, it's pretty good actually to be a PC1.
Just a bit difficult.
Yeah. I bought Star Wars Dark Forces. First of all, this was pretty cheap. I remember playing this on the PC back in the days. We did play some of the first 2 levels. Was kinda okay. Awesome sounds.
Yeah, very true to Star Wars.
And this is actually not that cheap on eBay, and I just bought it for like 15 Norwegian kroners. That's like nothing.
The only thing that like makes the only thing that's bad with the game is the controls. Because
that's a bit
so
awkward.
slowly
It's a bit
around.
awkward, yeah.
And you can hold down a button so you run and move a little bit faster. But I mean, if you use the Doom and Duke Nukem, it's a bit like.
Yeah, if you use the newer games, this feels kind of awkward.
Yeah.
But you get used to it.
Yeah. Next up is Driver.
Ah, classic.
This is more arcade-ish.
Yes, but this in
I played this at my neighbor's caravan on our family's vacation site. I remember playing this in the tent, and we stayed up for hours until I was thrown out by his parents because I stayed too long. I haven't played this again since I bought it, but I'm looking forward to some arcade racing on the PlayStation.
Yeah, the director's mode is pretty awesome because you can make your own small movie with car chases and do some editing in game. And I remember when my friend rented this game from another friend, and we played it a lot. So it's like you get this 70s feeling with the music and the old cars, and it's awesome.
Nice. I'm looking forward to playing this.
It's also some tutorials that are pretty hard in that game too.
Yeah.
Handbrake turn and different kind of strategy game, and that it's called Panzer General.
Panzer General!
And this is a game I have never played before, but I heard of it, and it's not often you see the Mindscape logo nowadays. I remember them from the PC days.
Yeah, I think I remember that game from PC, actually.
Yeah.
I don't think I played it, but I think I saw it on GameStop.
I've seen it on PC, but never played it. It's pretty deep. I think you have 350 units, so plays maybe Axis and Allies, just somewhat lot of missions. Yeah.
Next up on my list is Star Wars Rebel Assault 2. This plays kind of like it's an arcade game, and it's clearly based on putting coins on the machine.
Yeah.
This is kind of like a money grab.
Like scripted.
Yeah, it's very scripted. It has a lot of movies, but it has a lot of variety.
Okay.
So it's a lot of different things. You can run around in halls and shoot stormtroopers. You fly the Millennium Falcon, stuff like that. I also just realized that this is in Dutch. Hier lang geleden in en galaxy.
Yeah, but it's in game English or?
Yeah, the game is in English.
Okay.
It's English in the front here, so.
It's just not that pricey?
No, I think I paid $10-12.
Oh, that's good.
I think.
That's nice.
I've gotten through the first disc and started on the second one, but I'm kind of saving it a bit, so I don't want to complete it too quickly. But it's you build this high score during the play, so you can replay the game and try to get a better score.
I think that was released on the Mega CD too, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I had to buy Doom, and you got slipping on this one, or did you buy it too?
No, I didn't. We found a second copy, but the casing was damaged.
And this was in almost mint condition.
Yeah.
And I played a lot of Doom on the PC back in the days.
Me too.
I remember I had a 2400 baud modem, and I think I used 24 hours to download the Doom 1 demo, and in the very last end of the download I got a bad CRC, and I actually had to ask the CSOP at the BBS server. This was before internet, you know, and I told him, is it possible for you to copy that game on a floppy disk and send it to me by mail? So I got the first copy, not the first copy in the world, but the first the copy of the Doom shareware version in the mailbox, because the download was too long and ended up in bad CRC. And I remember I was just blown away with playing Doom on the PC. So it's nice to play this on the PlayStation, and the control is pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
And you can actually use a link cable, so we need to hook up our PlayStations and play this on Deathmatch.
I love the cover for this one.
Yeah, just awesome.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with Doom. And this is also including the final missions.
Yeah, I think so.
So the complete Doom 1 with all the extras.
Yeah. This one is also from my childhood girlfriend, my one and only girlfriend. Crash Bandicoot, you have to have this if you have a PlayStation.
Yeah, but this is also included in the remastered version, right?
Yes,
yeah.
It's been re-released on PlayStation 4 and Switch, and I think Xbox.
Yeah. I only have it on PS4. And
yeah, I considered getting it for the Switch, but now that I have that's a trilogy. But now that I have the first game, it's not one of my favorite games. I think it plays a little bit weird, but it also has the demos for like Destruction Derby, Monster Trucks, Formula 1, Wipeout 2097, and Tekken 2.
Nice.
That's what I really love about the PlayStation, the demos.
Oh, I remember those demos.
I remember
the magazines.
I remember she had several CDs with demos on. I mean, basically.
I always look after those when I'm out game hunting.
Yeah.
I picked up Dino Crisis. Plays like the Resident Evil, made by Capcom, the same developers.
Yep.
Yeah. I never played it, but I heard a lot of good things about this game.
Yeah, I think I actually made you buy that one.
Yeah,
because I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah, from the creators of Resident Evil. Yeah. So I just had to pick it up in pretty decent condition.
Yeah.
So and DualShock compatible and vibration. So yeah,
you can feel the action.
Yes.
Next up, you got me to buy this game, Soviet Strike.
Yeah.
It's plays like Nuclear Strike, Desert Strike, and I remember those old games. And I played it a little bit, I think. Yeah, I played it one mission or two. It's quite alright. It's a little bit difficult, actually. Maybe I'm just
those games are a bit difficult there. Yeah. I remember Desert Strike was not that easy. So,
but it's it's kind of arcade.
Yeah.
But it's Electronic Arts, so I was like.
Yeah, but they were not that bad back in the days, you know.
No, they weren't.
I also bought Driver On 1 because I had Driver 2, so that's already been covered, so I can bring up the next game. I, again, love strategy games and I love Command and Conquer. This is called Retaliation. I didn't play this on the PC, but actually.
No.
I'm not sure why I didn't play this on the PC. I can't remember why.
I'm not sure if it was ever released for PC.
It wasn't?
No, I don't think so. Something I noticed from the screenshots, this is graphics from Red Alert.
It is?
Yeah, this is the power plant from Red Alert. So I think it's maybe like a hybrid kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
But this is most compatible, link cable support, so you need to find a copy.
Yes. Before I choose my next game, I just want to show you when we're talking about Doom. I was commenting on the cover. I remember getting this. I think it was from like Spider-Man, the game store in our hometown, and I brought it home. And we come from a Christian family, and I remember my mom wasn't exactly thrilled. a big box of the Ultimate Doom, Thy Flesh Consumed.
I can understand my mom, basically.
Yeah, I just had to show this because I think this cover is amazeballs. So yeah, just a little sideline with it. My next game is Final Fantasy VII. I remember also playing this at my girlfriend's place. I never got further than the first underground, like the first mission, the first thing you have to do. And that's also the first I come from this playground. I've never been a huge fan of Final Fantasy. Never had the PlayStation before, so but I'm gonna try to finish it, and I think it has a lot of variety. I think there's like snowboard,
some mini games.
Yeah.
I remember buying this for my PlayStation 1 back in 1999 or some years later, but I sold it just some months afterwards. I regret selling it because it was. I think it's great. I need just to invest time in it.
Yeah, it's definitely a game that requires a lot of dedication.
Yeah.
I mean, just the first playthrough that I had, I played for I think 2.5 hours, just to get to the first boss. So it requires a lot of dedication. It's not like with the Zelda games. Zelda games you can pick up and just play for an hour and then pick it up again. But this requires a bit more.
The story is great in this one, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know the full story in the game, but that's probably what made the game so popular. It had a really great story, and I think the gameplay is great.
This is a favorite of a lot of gamers. And,
yeah.
And I regret. I regret not buying this on the convention, but
it was expensive though.
Is that expensive?
Well, I played 300 NOK, which is like kind of roughly $30.
Yeah.
It might not be. I think it's actually more expensive on eBay, but
yeah, I think it's for like 250 Norwegian kroners.
Yeah.
So about that price, including the freight. So it's a game I need to have in my collection for sure.
Yeah.
I love the Medal of Honor games, and this is the follow-up to the original Medal of Honor on PS1. This is called Medal of Honor Underground, and pretty decent game. I think they had a lot of. They had some budget on this game.
Is that a camera?
Yeah, you could sneak by the guards, pretending to be a journalist.
So it's kind of like a spy.
Yeah, some neat gameplay, and if you're not taking pictures, they get suspicious.
Oh.
So you need to take some pictures and act like a journalist.
Wow, this must be like a hidden gem or something. I never heard of this game before.
Yeah, I played this back in the days, but I sold it. I'm not sure why I did, but yeah, I sold my PS1 and all my PS1 games to buy the PS2. Don't look at me now, like that. Yes! You know, when you're young and you want a new console, you need to sell something you have to be able to buy a new one. It's not like you're in the 40s and have more of the money than you had when you were 20, you know?
Yeah, okay, fine.
So that's why I rebought it, but now I have it in my collection.
Never to be sold again, I hope.
No.
This one is a classic favorite of mine. You got me this for PC. Rainbow Six Rogue Spear. I played this on PC so much. It has a lot of great elements. You can plan like your whole plan of attack, and you can command like Bravo team. You can go around and distract the other enemies, and while you go and rescue hostages. Or you can just go Rambo and leave your team behind and just go off by yourself, which I did most of the time. It has some excellent sounds. I think the gun sounds are really good. It was a bit buggy when I was rescuing some hostages and I got stuck in a wall. But what I think is amazing with this game for the PS1 is the split screen multiplayer.
Yeah.
I think this also is like maybe not like a hidden gem, but a missed opportunity. Like with GoldenEye for the N64, you have the we played it mostly for the multiplayer, and I think this would have gotten the same recognition if it was more popular. Because you have a lot more variety. You can like someone is holding hostages while the other one rescues the hostages, and it's kind of realistic. It takes like two buttons, 2 bullets to kill someone. So I think this is one of the purchases I'm most satisfied with. I think it cost me like $5 or $6.
Yeah, and this is also a horizontal and vertical split screen.
Yes, you can choose whatever you want.
It's not often used.
Yes. All right, I'm gonna do 2 in 1 now. I also like strategy games, as we mentioned before. So I had to buy Command & Conquer and Red Alert.
Oh, nice games.
Yes. I played Command & Conquer so much when I was a child on PC. I also have it for Nintendo 64, but that's more like a remake.
Yeah, it's actually a good port.
Yeah, this is basically the exact copy of the PC with some changes to like the sidebar thingy where you build the
include all the full motion videos.
Yes, all the videos.
Yeah.
On Nintendo 64 it's just a still image and voices. And of course Red Alert. I also played this quite a lot. I remember I was a huge fan of Tanya, the
dual pistols.
Yeah.
She has a sniper too, right?
No, I don't think she has a sniper.
Okay.
In Command & Conquer,
maybe I'm mixing up.
Yeah, because there you have the commando.
The commando's a sniper.
Yes.
Yeah. But she had like 1 shot, 1 kill with the dual pistols.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So when you had her and a group of infantry enemies were coming, she was just like
put her in the APC and run to the base and release her and just
yeah. She plays
chaos.
Yeah, she plays like the commando. She can play C4 structures and stuff like that.
I remember building a lot of walls on the PC version with because back in the days I was using my modem to call my friend in another area, and I remember buying these cheap walls, sandbags.
Yeah.
So I build them like next to his base to place the sentry towers and defense, so I can actually attack his base by building defense.
Yes.
And he was like, "Wow!"
I remember in elementary school, one of my friends wanted to come home to our house and play Command & Conquer on the PC, and I was like, "Oh, so I'm gonna build everything like so neat," and I was like, "You kind of have to do that." Because in Red Alert you can like place structures a little bit apart from each other. Yeah. In Command & Conquer they have to be at least lined up with 1 square.
Yeah.
But you can of course build sandbag walls and expand your base that way and just sell it.
But you can have different, the first unit that starts your base. You can have several of those.
Yeah, the MCV. Yeah.
The MCV. Yeah. So you can have 2 bases.
Yes. After you like unlock some of the techs, you can buy a new MCV.
Yeah. I was always overrun with this mega tanks, this bigger
mammoth tanks.
Mammoth tanks. Yeah. My friend always built a lot of those. I just rushed my base, and I need to find another strategy to overcome this. There's a lot of different kind of strategy you can use.
Yeah, you can do a lot of things. Yeah. You can like focus on the helicopters, the Orca,
airstrikes,
and stuff like that. While you distract with a minor tank units.
Yeah.
What I like about Red Alert is that it has the skirmish mode.
Yeah, that's neat.
So that's like basically endless playability. You can play against computers. It's also mouse compatible and link cable compatible. So you can link up this game.
I need to buy the PS1 mouse.
Yeah.
This game has terrible graphics because it's an early. It's from 1996, in the early years of PS1. This is a port from the PS1 game, No, sorry, a port from the PC game, and I played this a lot with my friend back in the days. It's not the best port, but it's has the same tracks, and just awesome to play these tracks again. But I did pay not $4 or $5 maybe. I just had to have this because it's one of the. I think it's one of the first Need for Speed games.
Yeah, I think this is the very first one.
This is the very first one. So the game that started it all. Yeah. So just to remind me of the good old tracks from the PC version, basically.
Yeah.
Because it's just easier to put in this than to get hold of the PC version and get that to run with DOSBox and everything.
Yeah. Have you played this one?
Yeah.
Did you like remember all the like turns, and do you remember all the
almost.
Because I remember that with San Francisco Rush when I bought it last year at the games convention. I remember like all the turns.
Yeah, it's back in your head, you know.
How you would play all the jumps, different things.
It's never get lost.
One of my favorite games, Mortal Kombat. This is Mortal Kombat 3. This I think is the one without Scorpion.
Yes?
Yeah, because in the first Mortal Kombat 3 they don't have a lot of characters, and they cut Scorpion out, like the series' most favorite character. I don't know why they removed him. I think they just thought he was, outplayed or something. But they re-released Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, which has all of the characters.
That's great.
Yes. And I'm not sure if this is like a collector's edition or any special version, because it's a kind of a nice box.
Yeah, it's good. It's nice.
Yeah. And it has the manual with the moves list. So you do all the moves.
Nice.
The fatalities without hearts and spines.
I remember before internet you need to ask your friends if you have figured out any new moves. And right on, up, down, left, right, square in the schoolyard.
Yeah. I was downloading the manual for Mortal Kombat for the Super Nintendo. And because I wanted to see if they had the moves.
Yeah.
And they have some of the moves. And then they have lines, like so you can note lines, so you can write the moves that you figure out on your own. And the downloaded PDF has like someone has written like forward, high punch. I love it.
Yeah. Okay, I bought a PS3 game. It's a collection of Rainbow Six Vegas 2 and Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2. I think I just paid 25 Norwegian kroners. That's like $2-3. It's just I love those type of games, basically. They're a bit more like arcade-ish than the older Rainbow Six games.
I think there's less planning.
Yeah, you have some planning in some extent, but not like the first ones. No. Because kids nowadays, they don't have the patience to plan. They just need action.
Yeah, I actually remember on Rainbow Six Rogue Spare. I think I spent like 2 hours planning the first mission.
That's the fun part.
Yeah, and then the mission was over in less than 10 minutes.
Yeah. But you actually have fun planning.
Yeah, it was great.
Okay, how this ends up, will I succeed or?
Yeah, and without the planning, it might not go as smoothly. And then you can like try a different planning and see how that plays out.
Yeah.
I'm done with PlayStation 1 games. So
me too.
Thought I would jump into the 2 PlayStation 2 games that I bought. I'm just gonna do them both at the same time.
Yeah.
Sonic Mega Collection Plus and Silent Hill 2, the special 2-disc sets. I was a bit reluctant on buying this because at the time I didn't have a PlayStation 2. The guy that sold the games also had, I think he had 5 or 6 PlayStation 2, like the slim versions. I think they sold for like $30 or something, $30 or $40.
Yeah, like that.
But then you you sold me your PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
So I just had to buy some games.
I had to.
Yeah, you had to. Of course you had to. And I really like this box here. It's kind of creepy, and it has photographs.
Oh.
Welcome back. It's I think it's actually a sticker. Yeah, it's a sticker.
Oh, nice.
Welcome back to Silent Hill. And yeah, I think it's. I love flipping through manuals. It's the best thing about games. About the old games. And I'm not sure if I'm looking forward to or dreading when I will start playing this game, because I think it's a bit creepier than the first one.
Yeah.
So those were my. I can talk a little bit about this as well. I remember playing it here with you, and I thought it was super slow, so I thought something was wrong with the game. The music and the movement and everything was like slow-mo.
Yeah.
And then I realized it's because it's the PAL version?
The PAL version, yeah.
Yeah. The Game Gear variants run just as fast. I don't know, maybe it was Region 3 or
yeah, I think so.
But it's a nice collection, and you can also unlock more games, I think. Because when you select a game, there's like question marks.
Okay, yeah. It's a nice collection. You have all the three: Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3D Flickies Island, Sonic the Hedgehog Spinball, Dr. Robotics, Mean Bean Machine, and 6 Game Gear games. Yeah.
It has like a Mario Kart kind of game.
Yeah.
And Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine is a very expensive game to buy on its own.
Yeah.
For the Sega. So it's nice to have to be able to play that game.
And it was pretty cheap too, I think.
Yeah, I think it was like $2.
Oh.
Both of the games were.
Then I will show you 3 of the PlayStation 2 games. Both Sonic Games Collection, Transformers the game, and Drakengard. And why I bought Drakengard was because of the awesome cover, and you can play as a dragon. How cool is that? Never heard of this game. It just looked like a cool game.
I haven't heard of it either, but dragons give me goosebumps, and I love dragons in fantasy games.
Yeah. And this is this collection of Sonic games is Sonic CD, which is a pretty good game.
Yeah, I think it's one of my favorite classics.
It's 9. Yeah, and Sonic the Fighters, Sonic R. Never played that before. I think it's like a card game. Speed demons and blistering circuits make this one of the craziest races. Yes, a racing game. And you also get 6 bonus Game Gear classics here. Sonic 2, Sonic Spinball, Sonic the Hedgehog Triple Trouble, and Sonic Drift 2. Yeah, Tails Sky Patrol, and Tails Adventures. So a good collection.
Yeah, nice. Next up, I have my GameCube games. Because you also bought me a GameCube.
More games.
I've never played this series before, but I had to get it. Pikmin. Shigeru Miyamoto got the idea for this game while being in his backyard, I think.
Oh.
He just thought about controlling tiny creatures, in a like huge, because of plants and beetles and stuff would be like enormous. I read a little bit about it, and I think it's not one of the best Pikmin games because it has certain limitations. While Pikmin 2 is more open, I think.
Okay.
So I haven't played this yet, but just for the sake of Mr. Miyamoto, I had to get it. And then I had Star Wars Rogue Leader, Rogue Squadron 2. I think it's a follow-up for the N64 game, and it is amazing. It looks so good, and I honestly didn't think a GameCube game could look this good. It has a lot of variations, different kind of missions, and different stuff to do. You of course have the Battle for Hoth, which is always a favorite.
That's a classic.
Yeah, and it has real action movies and clips from the movies. and it's I think it's true to the saga.
Yeah.
With its sounds and music, of course. And I had to get this Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition promotional disc. This has the first Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, and Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask for the N64. I played a little bit of Ocarina of Time here. It looks better because it has a high resolution, but it's a bit weird to play with a GameCube controller because I remember playing it. Yeah, it's a bit different. It plays just fine, but I still prefer with the original controller.
Yeah. Is the first Legend of Zelda the NES version?
Yes.
And the Zelda 2?
Yeah.
Same? Yeah.
One thing I noticed with Ocarina of Time, whenever you save, it's reading the disc. So it has like the chick 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 sound. It's on the N64 you just click save and then okay.
Yeah.
But I've wanted this because Ocarina of Time for the N64 has a battery save.
Yeah.
And the battery dies out eventually. Majora's Mask does not. It uses a I think it's like an FRAM. It's like a flash memory thing, so it lasts like some 60 years.
They should have done that with all the games.
Yeah, it's only like 10 games for the N64 that actually use battery saves.
Okay.
So GoldenEye does not use a battery save.
It's not?
No. Mario Party doesn't.
I didn't know that.
I think. So
that's good because I unlocked everything in the GoldenEye cart, but I didn't unlock it, but the previous owner did. So I have the paintball mode and everything.
Then I also bought the Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 0.
You're into horror games.
Yes, I love horror games. Resident Evil, is this 0 Hour? No, it's just
Is it a prequel or prequel to the first one?
Yes, this is before Resident Evil 1.
Yeah.
I also wanted to get the original Resident Evil for the GameCube because that has the updated graphics. Looks really nice. But I already bought it for the PS4 and I didn't want to re-buy it. So I got these two.
Yeah.
Then I got Burnout 2 Point of Impact. It's okay.
It's a good game. Lots of people love these kind of games.
Yeah, but I remember playing, I think it's Burnout 3. And I think...
Yeah, if you compare it with Burnout 3, this is okay. Will be because this first introduced the crash mechanics. So Burnout 3 just developed that further and made it better. So if you go back to the 2, it's like you compare those two.
And it's okay, but it's not one of my like. Yeah. I think it's gonna be a long time before I start playing it again. Yeah. I don't think it's something I'm gonna keep playing.
I can buy it from you.
I'm gonna sell my games.
You don't like it?
Well, maybe we'll see.
Because I have Burnout 1 here.
Yeah.
And I need it too. But I can buy it on eBay. This is the first one. I don't think this has the same crash mechanics, so but this is the game that started it all. So yeah, and I just love the Time Splitters games. Future Perfect. This is a good FPS game on the GameCube with lots of different variety because you are in different time in history. So a lot of different weapons.
Was this the one created by the makers of GoldenEye? Or am I thinking of something else?
Sure. Free Radical? No, not sure. Not think. This is Rainbow Six 3, Tom Clancy. Again, this is type of games I like. I don't think this has a lot of planning into it. It's more like arcade-ish FPS.
Yeah, I think so.
Which is a bummer because I like the planning part. But I think it plays pretty nice. This is called Godzilla, Destroy All Monsters. This is a kind of Smash Bros type of game with Godzillas and different monsters. With 4 players possibility and 5 modes. Looks cool. I just bought it just looking at the screenshots, basically, like we did in the good old days.
Yeah.
So, and it was not that price either, so why not?
I love the old Godzilla movies, like the classical Japanese ones.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted that game for myself as well.
Yeah.
Actually.
Got slapping. Call of Duty, the finest hour. I played Call of Duty, the first one, and the United Offensive, and Call of Duty 2 a lot on the PC back in 2003, I think it was. This is a pretty good port on the GameCube, and you play all three sides: the Americans, the British, and the Russians. So you see the war from different sides. Pretty decent game, and not that price either. So, a goodbye.
Goodbye.
A goodbye.
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 I don't know.
Alrighty. Alrighty then. What's next?
Alrighty then.
I'm done with my GameCube games.
I can start with my Nintendo 64.
You bought a lot of
games.
Nintendo 64 games.
Yes, because we got a VIP pass, so we got early into to the convention.
Yeah.
And we pretty quickly came to one of the stands. The guy had to sell a lot of his games, and was told by his wife to not return home with any of the games.
Yeah, you helped him with that.
Yeah, he had severely underpriced his games.
Yes, for sure.
He intentionally, just to sell it off.
Yeah.
So these are some of my my pickups. I finally got back to Rock. I played that a lot when I was a child. And I think I sold it when I was a child, because I needed to. Yeah. And then I got Doom 64, which is not a port, but it's like a standalone Doom game.
Yeah, I had to buy this game off eBay when I saw your gameplay on the Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
If you're a fan of Doom, you need to play Doom 64. I think it's a very good game. It's kind of more like the setting is kind of like in Doom 3 for PC.
Yeah.
It's like more creepy, more horror.
The music is just awesome.
Yeah, and the sounds are dreadful, like in a good way.
Yeah.
The sound of the zombies and the pinkies. It's horrible. It's, again, in a good way. Then I also bought back Maze: The Dark Age, which is a fighting game made by Midway, makers of Mortal Kombat series.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this game also has fatalities. I've never been able to do a fatality, but I remember a lot of the characters. My favorite was Ragnar, the Viking or the Barbarian, and he has like two huge axes in each of his hands, and he goes like Thor, and the sound of those two axes like clanking together, it's so awesome.
Yeah.
And the voices in the game is super cool. Like the announcer is like so enthusiastic and like booming. It's like Tal Rasha, Ragnar. Yeah, it's one of my favorites, and I don't know why I sold it. I also bought Mortal Kombat 4 for the Nintendo 64. I think this game is only released for the Nintendo 64. I'm not entirely sure.
In 3D, right?
Yes, it's in 3D, so you can like dash around, and it's really fast, really bloody, and I think it was the first game that introduced weapons. Like swords and...
You can pick up weapons too?
No, well, yes, but all the characters have each unique weapons. Like Scorpion has a katana or a sword.
Okay.
And if you like hit him hard enough, he will drop the sword and then you can pick it up. And it has some really weird sounds.
Yeah.
I remember on our way to the convention, I kept hearing in my mind, like, get out of my way, get out of my way. And then I realized that's when you play Sonya, and she throws the enemy. She's like, get out of the way! And you break someone's arm, like, oh, my leg! So it's really fun. I think it's very intense, and it has a running mechanism, so you can like.
Yeah, awesome.
The sounds are amazing in this game. Then I got a game I haven't played before, Super Smash Bros. The original. I played it a little bit. Didn't quite like it, actually.
You didn't?
No, I thought it was a little bit weird. It plays. Maybe I just suck at it, but I think it plays a bit different than the Switch versions or the previous.
Yeah, I think I bought this on the Wii Virtual Store or Wii U Virtual Store.
Yeah.
And I think I completed the game basically on easy.
Oh, nice.
The last boss is the Glover.
The hand, like the child playing with.
So I did complete this actually.
I remember
with some luck.
Yeah, I remember. When it was new, I chose not to buy it because I didn't like this clashing of different characters. I was so into the Zelda world in Ocarina of Time. I didn't want to see Link suddenly fighting with Mario and Samus. So I never bought it, but I got it at a fairly good price. I think like $40 or $50.
That's not bad because it's a pretty expensive game.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can show some of my Nintendo 64 games. I bought Pilot Wings, and I love those kind of games. And I bought Daikatana, made by John Romero, the creator behind Doom. This plays, I haven't tried it yet, but I think it's not that bad.
No, I think it's kind of like a hidden gem, sort of.
Yeah, but it didn't receive that good feedback back in the days. It didn't sell that good, I'm not sure why. But yeah, nice to have in my collection. And I had to buy Mickey's Speedway USA, which is a kart racing game. Plays like Mario Kart, a bit slower.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit slower.
It's a bit slower. It's like a children's game.
Yeah, it's more childish.
Yeah, released by Rare. Yeah.
It's a good game though.
Yeah, and I had to buy F-Zero for the Super Nintendo. And I had to buy Sensible Soccer, which I played a lot on the PC back in the days. You can curl the ball, and this is the European Championships. European Champions. So this is a top-down view. It's a great soccer game. And I have this game on my Amiga 500, but without the voices, just the music. I think on the Amiga 500 you couldn't have some. I think it's just not sure why, but I think this has both the music and the voices. Zoo, an awesome platformer.
Yeah, I remember playing that on the PC.
Yeah, we had it on the PC, I think. So a cool game. And I got this game for free because we were basically buying a lot of games from the same seller, and this was in the end of day 2, and I just had this in my arm, and I'm going to pay you for this game. And no, just keep it. It was not that pricey. It was like $3 or so.
Yeah, the thing was like he listed it for cheap, but
yeah, it's called Super Battle Tank 2. It's not the most well known or. Well, I love this kind of games because it reminds me of the Battle Zone games with Atari.
Yeah, I checked out some videos and actually looked kind of quite fun.
Yeah.
I can see from inside the tank.
It uses the ship, 3D ship. Yes.
More games. We're starting to get to the meat and bones of my collection here.
You bought a lot of Nintendo 64 games.
Oh, yes. I got Lego Racers. I wasn't sure if I had that in my childhood, but I played it yesterday with a friend.
Yeah.
And I remember everything from the game, so yeah, I did have it in my childhood. It's kind of difficult because you move so quickly. Like you turn super fast, and it's super dark. Like it's the tracks are really dark, so it's hard to see the tracks, and the textures are kind of stretched. So it's difficult to see if you're driving into a wall or if it's an uphill. I should do these two games in sequence. I got Quake 1 and Quake 2.
Classics.
Yeah, I remember. I think I just borrowed the games. Quake 1 plays more like Turok, I think, while Quake 2 is more like has more fluid movements. I also got Mickey Speedway USA, cheaper than you did.
God slip it.
And then I got Mortal Kombat Trilogy. I thought this was Mortal Kombat 1, 2 and 3.
Yeah, you think that when you see that.
Yeah, it's not. It's just Mortal Kombat 3 with all the characters.
But why call it trilogy?
I have no idea. There's probably a reason for it.
Bummer.
Yeah. Then I got 1080 Snowboarding.
Oh, that's a cool game.
That's I'm not really into sports games, but I remember having this.
Yeah,
and
I remember that.
Yeah, I lent it to one of my neighbors, and I never got it back.
Who was it?
I'm not gonna call out his name, but you know who you are.
We are watching it.
Then I also got Mario Kart 64.
You need to have that game in your collection.
Yes, this is an essential game to have in an N64 collection.
Must buy.
I have previously sold this twice. I remember selling it the first time, and then maybe a week later I was like, I want to play Mario Kart. And then I got it, and I was like, nah, this is not really that much fun. Then I sold it again. And I never got it back until now, actually.
But I remember back in the days, because when we had like the old consoles and newer consoles was released, we always went for the newer things. And the old one was like, no, it's not good anymore. We didn't think of it like we will play that game again, because we need to move on with better graphics, better games.
Yeah, I never thought that, maybe in 10 years time this game is going to be so much fun to play again.
No, we never talked about that.
No,
basically.
never.
We're always looking for a new game, but the same gameplay, but with just better graphics, and the same type of games, but with better sound, better graphics, and more of everything. And it's
I also got a complete in-box version of Mario Party for a fairly good price, I think.
Decent condition too.
Yeah, it's quite nice. It has the instructions manual, and it has the game itself had everything unlocked. So I can, so I can. I'm thinking of like erasing the same game, and because you only have one save state.
Yeah.
I played this yesterday with my friend, and I thought I was good at this. Evidently not. What I like about this Mario Party is that all of the minigames are unique and original. With the later Mario Party games, I feel like they had to try their best to come up with new minigames.
Yeah.
So here I feel like the minigames make a little bit more sense.
But how many minigames in this?
It says more than 50 bizarre minigames.
And all is unique?
Yeah.
Because I think on the later ones there are some variations, or more variations than those are more unique.
Yeah, it's they have the same kind of controls.
Okay.
There's one minigame where you have to skate like a skateboard, and you have to press B repeatedly and then A to jump. And then there's another minigame where you're being chased by a piranha plant. And the other players are trying to make the plant grow, and they control the plant while one player skates pressing B, flipping with A. So those are kind of similar, but still the mini games, like in their ideas, I think is more original.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We can move to. I bought one PSP game, and this was Pinball Hall of Fame, the Gottlieb collection. I just love pinball games, and to play those on the PSP are just awesome, and this was pretty cheap. This is pinball tables from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. And I found this one. This is called Slug. Like, what did you call this?
A Pog.
Pog. Yeah, it's like a buttons, or you flip them, the different images. You see a 3D image. When you flip, you see different images. This is from 1995, and not opened. I will not open this.
I want to open this one.
Keep it sealed. Is this a curiosity to have? Just like a 90s throwback.
Yeah, it's a nice throwback. Didn't we get it for free from the guy that
I think so.
gave the battle tanks thing?
Yeah. So, but yeah, I can talk through some Sega Mega Drive games before you continue.
Yes.
I bought 2 games for the Sega Mega Drive, Sonic 3 and Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle.
Yes.
I haven't played this one yet. I think this was one of the first games for the Mega Drive.
Yeah, maybe.
So the graphics are not like the best for a 16-bit game.
No, it kind of looks like...
It looks like a Master System game.
Yeah, it really looks like a Master System game. With more detailed backgrounds, maybe.
Yeah. So I'm a bit unsure about this game, but it's Alex the Kid and...
Bash, biff, pow. Alex Kidd is punching, kicking and leaping through paper rock planets, trying to save his dad.
Yeah.
I remember I suggested you buy this game. You were a bit uncertain.
Yeah.
And I hope I suggested the right game, because there is one of the Alex Kidd games that is just horrendous, where when he dies he gives off this really annoying scream, like...
But Sonic 3 is a classic, and this has some 3D elements, and this is pretty good. This is you see, just looking at the back side, you see the screenshots. You see a big difference in graphics, because this was released in 1993 and this was released in 1990.
Yeah.
You see that on every console. The early games are not that good in graphics, because it takes some time to learn the consoles and learn the code on them. Yeah.
This is one of my favorite purchases. I remember seeing the Super Nintendo for sale on one of the stands, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna buy it, and I went back to buy it. And someone else was buying it right before me.
God's Leben.
And then I was offered the one I was going to buy was like $70.
Yeah.
And I was offered one with a huge case of yellowing for $50. And then on day 2, well, I didn't buy the yellowed one, of course. No. I wanted it to have a nice condition one. And then I came back on the second day, and this guy that runs like a retro repair shop thingy, he suddenly put this up, and I was like, "Are you gonna sell that?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "How much?" I was like, "Nah, I don't know, $60-ish." And I was like, I'll take it. And then with a working controller and all the cables necessary, and a couple of games, and I got a good deal, like a package deal for it. Yeah. I have a sneeze coming.
Look at the sun. Look at the light.
But yeah, I played this a lot. I purchased afterwards Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
Link to the Past. Got it really cheap. Got it for like $40-$50. It still saves. I got Equinox, which was like supposed to be the next Zelda. Never really took off. Of course, the original Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. Yeah, Street Fighter 2. Yeah. Just for the games that I got for it, I bought Super Soccer, complete in box. Didn't realize until I got home it's the Italian version.
It's not the Trump version.
Yeah, it's the Donald Trump version.
You got so mad when I told you that.
Yes. You ruined that for me, and you ruined GoldenEye box for me.
With the big mouth?
Yes, I never realized that before, so I didn't buy complete.
I'm so sorry. But we played this at our neighbor's house a lot during the summer vacations. And we were playing this and went outside playing real soccer and then back into playing Super Soccer. It just was awesome.
Yeah, I remember also had arguments on which soccer game was the best one, because we only had the Sega at the time.
Yeah.
And our friend was like, "Oh no, this is so much better," and we were like, "No, World Cup Italia '94 for the Sega is so much better."
This was in 3D.
Yeah.
And that blew me back in when I saw a soccer game in 3D. I was like, wow, because I was so used to the top-down view. So to see this in 3D, I was just amazed by that.
Yeah, I think I got this for like $10.
That was the French version, right?
Italian.
Italian, okay, but it's good.
Yeah, the
good
game is in English.
Yeah.
The instructions is like European, so it has Swedish, Danish, etc. I also got F-Zero. You need F-Zero in your collection. And I got Super Mario All-Stars with Super Mario World.
Oh.
And I've gotten quite far. I've unlocked all the... I don't remember what they're called. Like the Power Block Palace.
But All-Stars, that all the first Super Mario 1, 2 and 3, right?
Yeah, first 3 games. Plus the Lost Levels.
So better graphics on the 16-bit...
Yes, it's all upgraded graphics. I remember our neighbor had this, and he was like, "Oh, it's so much better graphics on the old games, like from the original Nintendo. It's really nice, and it does look really nice.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel authentic to me to play like upgraded graphics on Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario Brothers also has a battle mode that I haven't tried, like a two-player battle mode. So we need to try that sometime.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love this game. And of course, I'm a huge fan of Star Fox. This is like a child with many names. This is Star Wing. And for the Nintendo 64, it's called Lilith Wars.
Yeah.
And I think that's had to do with other brands or like items, movies or games or something.
Yeah,
that's called Star Fox.
Yeah, okay.
So they had to change the name. This is like one of the first 3D games. It uses the Super FX chip. The game plays somewhere between 10 frames per second and 20 frames per second. It's really slow, but the music is so good.
Yeah, and the voices are awesome.
Yeah, yeah, that's my Super Nintendo purchases.
I had a Sega Master System in my childhood, but my mom gave the console and all my games away, so she rented it to somebody and never returned. So I had to buy. I got the Sega from you on my 40 years anniversary, and I needed to buy some of my games. And you got slapping on double.
Damn it!
It's not the best condition. Somebody chewed off the inlay. I'm not sure why, but. This is like, you see that they have taken the Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger lookalikes, but we played this a lot in our youth.
Oh yes,
This is one of the best two-player games on the Sega. So we played this a lot. So also memories from this one.
Yeah, I remember with one of my childhood or elementary school friends, we would play this, and then we would run out in the woods. He had like military uniforms for kids. So we got up in military uniforms and had like these plastic guns. So we would like get in a trench near his house because I had horses there, and we were like pretending that like these things like men and tanks and planes were coming in. We were like. I don't remember what we used for grenades, but we had like maybe pine cones or something that we like. So a lot of good memories to this game.
Yeah. I had Aztec Adventure in my youth, but I never got far in this game, and it's not the best game, but I just had to have it just to get the memories back.
Doesn't it play a little bit like Zelda?
Yeah, I think it's Sega's try to make a Zelda game type of game. I didn't get far, but I need to just play this again, and it's not that bad actually. It's just
I think it's
kind of difficult, so we need some time. I got this for a pretty good price. This was complete in box. Wonder by 3, The Dragon's Trap. An awesome game.
Yep.
With password save. I love that.
Yes.
Never needed to think about battery or something. So. And then I bought Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. I remember my friend had this. I rented this from him, and this is an awesome game. Lot of cool levels. Just
a lot of creativity.
Yeah.
And awesome music.
Yeah.
The music is amazing in this game.
I think this also was released on the Mega Drive, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was.
Then I bought Transport, which is a game I rented from one of my friends during childhood. It's like a long level.
Yeah, it's an endless game.
Yeah.
You only start like overworld or over the ground, and eventually, I'm not sure how to trigger it, but maybe it's like a score base or something. But then you get underground, and then you get to the boss, which looks like an AT-AT from Star Wars.
Yeah.
And after you defeat that guy, you basically just start over ground again.
You do?
Yeah, so you just continue.
You cannot complete the game?
No, there's no ending to the game.
It's like My
It just
Hero?
goes in a loop.
Ah, okay.
So you basically like build a high score over time. Yep.
Do you have any more games to show?
Do I ever? I also got the Sega Master System, and I got some games from the convention there. One of my favorite games, I'm just going to move this away a bit. Really pissed me off that I didn't get Double Hook.
Got it.
But I got it on eBay, so it's on the way.
Yes.
Alex Kidd in Shinobi World.
Oh, that's a great game.
Yes, it's an amazing platformer. Unfortunately, it's just a card. I hate collecting Sega games with just a card. But that's a way of life. And then I got Hang On, which was surprisingly fun. Basically, you just drive around the same track 8 times.
Yeah, but different scenarios, like different night and day.
Well, yeah, you drive one track, but during that track it changes time. I mainly got it because this is the motorcycle that you play in Action Fighter. And when you get to the night mode, that's the background from the intro of Action Fighter.
And the same sounds is used in Action Fighter.
Yeah, same sounds. So with the car like, and then you see the city in the background. That's from this game, and it's kind of like just a high score chasing game.
Yeah,
and you drive past other motorcycles. You know, like this. So I think it's a cute game.
Yeah.
I also got Power Strike.
I got slapping on that game.
You got
I had it in my hand.
Yeah.
And it was an awesome price. But I had bought too many games, and I want to buy for my last money something I am attached to. But
Yeah.
this is a price game.
I never played this in my childhood before, so this is like a brand new game for me. It's super intense.
Yeah. Shoot 'em up?
So many enemies, so many bullets, and so many different power-ups that you can choose from. It's not complete, it's without the manual, but the game itself is in a good condition, like slight marks and stuff. I'm not gonna sell this game, but I saw it on eBay. It's around $80-90.
It's pretty pricey.
More expensive if it's complete. Someone apparently chew off some of the
Maybe the same guy.
maybe
Maybe he had double hook and power strike.
Yeah, maybe.
And was hungry.
Yeah.
Not sure. Okay, my last purchases was some movies. The first one is The Police Squad. This is the prequel to the the Man with the Naked Gun 1, 2 and a half and 3 and a third or something. Yeah. I remember watching this with my friend in elementary school. This is a crazy comedy. It's like you have something in the mouth and he just like, and it comes a whole banana down. It's like, what?
Isn't this during the intro with the front of the police car and
crazy.
and the lights?
It's just cool. And I had to pick up this because this is Masters of the Universe.
He-Man.
I have the power! And it's Dolph Lundgren. It's a B-movie. It's pretty bad, I heard, but it's He-Man, it's Master of the Universe, and it's 90s.
It's bad in a good way.
Yeah, it's bad in a good way. We need to watch this together.
Yeah.
Just for the
Just for fun.
fun part. Yeah.
I love his hairstyle.
It's so 80s. This is actually... Yeah, it's 1987.
Yeah.
It's not 90s. Is it that old? My God. You suddenly feel older? Yes.
I have some more purchases.
Yeah.
This is almost my last ones.
You bought a lot on the convention.
I got Streets of Rage, complete with manual.
Oh,
and it's
with the flap. With the flap.
Or the hang tab, I think they call it.
The hang tab.
It has a really cool cover. And the game itself is, I think it's fun.
Yeah.
It has some, I think some of the sounds are like from like a development kit or something. With like standard sounds you hear from other games.
Yeah.
I never had this before, but this is always mentioned during like top 10 Sega Master System games and other videos.
So much spy.
Yeah. So is this one Fantasy Zone? If you go on an acid trip playing this game, it's so much color.
Yeah, I see that on the screenshots.
Yeah, and it's even worse on a CRT TV. The game itself is fun, and you can fly like backwards, so the game kind of goes in a circle.
Okay.
So you like drive around yourself, and then eventually you get to a boss after killing enough enemies or enough time has passed.
Yeah.
And then you collect like credits or coins from defeated enemies and bosses, and you can upgrade your ship. You can buy different weapons, different speeds for your ship.
Nice.
It's kind of like childish graphics. Well, I think it's very kid friendly.
Yeah.
But it's also like a true classic, a game you need to own on the Master System. It's also complete and in good condition.
Nice.
Then I got Altered Beast.
Yeah, an arcade classic.
OS. Super difficult.
Yeah, I know.
The previous owner has apparently chewed.
I think we're talking about the same guy here on all these games.
I think they came from Malta.
I think the seller bought this.
I think he maybe had a cat or something.
Yeah,
but this is a stapler mark.
Oh.
Jesus. This is a really difficult game. I like it, but I also hate it.
Yeah.
I remember I always mixed this and Shadow of the Beast.
Yeah, me too.
Because the game that I had as a kid was Shadow of the Beast, and I thought it was Altered Beast. I was really confused looking like screenshots of this game, and I didn't remember Shadow of the Beast being like this. Then I realized it's two different games.
It has been ported to a lot of different consoles.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Last Sega game I got was Cloudmaster.
Oh, I remember you got that from Christmas.
No, it was Christmas.
I think it was Christmas.
Yeah, it was Christmas. Never got past the first level.
Super difficult.
Incredibly difficult. I always died at the first mini boss, the first shop owner.
Yeah.
This is without the manual. This is just the cart. Cart is in good condition. But the problem with not having the manual, if you don't know Chinese, when you go to the store to buy upgrades for your character, you just have to, wing it.
Yeah.
See what the graphics are, like a circular flame, and then, just figure out what it does. Because it says what it is under in Chinese letters. Knowing a little bit of Japanese, I can recognize a little, but it's difficult.
It's not online either?
No, it's not online. Oh, the manual?
Yeah.
I thought you meant the game.
No, are you crazy, man? I did support
Online play Cloudmaster.
64 player broadband connection recorded and PlayStation Plus.
Yes. The manual is probably online. I actually haven't checked. It also kind of looks like someone spilled coffee on the cover. But I like the character, and it's cute graphics. It's like flying noodles and flying mahjong pieces.
Pig heads.
Yeah, flying pig heads and turtles.
I remember I lent this game from me and brought it to my friend at his house after he moved from our hometown. And we played that a lot. So fond memories of this game.
Yeah, I love it.
It's
I love
awesome.
it. I don't have any more. Well, actually, I do have a few more games. Kind of like.
This is the longest pickup video I have made ever on my channel. It's like surpassing Metal Jesus Rocks and the Game Chasers. We bought some of the games.
Yeah, it's insane. Thank God I'm single.
I'm married.
With children.
With children.
I got the first three original Star Wars movies on DVD.
Yeah.
This is the special editions. So it has I think this is the first iteration, with the first changes. But the thing was, if you try to get a special edition now, you usually get the worst ones. We have the creature that just covers the entire screen when they're on Tatooine. So I got those.
Yeah.
From the guy I bought all the Nintendo 64 games from. He also sold Doom for the Switch, sealed.
Nice.
Brand new. I've been wanting to buy this for a long time, but it never goes on sale.
No.
And then he sold it for $30.
That's nice.
Yes, it's a very good buy.
It's a good buy.
It's a good buy.
Goodbye.
So the last games that I bought, you actually found them for me.
Yeah.
Rockman X Anniversary Collection, which is the Japanese version of Mega Man. I considered buying this online before because the Japanese one has all the games on the cart, while on the European one it's half the games are on the cart and half are download.
Yeah.
And the Mega Man X collection too.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
I remember our neighbor had Mega Man X on the Super Nintendo. And there's a really good story and amazing gameplay. So that's pretty much rounds up all of my purchases.
Yeah, me too. I think I showed everything. So It's been a long video.
It's been a very long video.
If you watched to this end, we really appreciate that.
Yes, thank you for staying for the entirety of the video.
Yeah.
It is so many games.
Yes. So please hit the like button and please subscribe if you want to watch more. And I'm looking forward to the next convention in 2020.
I already started saving money.
So thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Hey man,
I have the power.
Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren, the badass. This is a real B movie. But it's him, man. From the 80s. Bloody, 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 drikk litt kaffe, bloody, bloody, bloody.
Star Wars. Spørs hvor du... Men burde ikke den ligge der, tror du?
Ja.
Mikken altså?
Ligger hvor?
Der? Eller blir det...
Det blir for langt unna, tror jeg.
Ja, det gjør det.
Jeg er litt redd for det.
Ja.
Ellers så blir det sånn der at det blir sånn teit og så holde i...
Det er ikke det.
Nei, det er ingen som bryr seg om det står midt der. Yes. Because it's like I watch some videos on YouTube and see some gameplays and okay, I need to check out this game and I buy it and vi har ikke mikker på. Damn! Nå må vi spole tilbake inn til det. Faen, ass!